Welcome back. Welcome back to Taste Live. We're here at the Wine Yard in Santa Rosa, California at Santa Rosa Vintner Square. This is the opening night sneak peek with the trade and media. We got a full house. It's rocking here. Got a lot going on. We're going to taste, as Dino was talking about, the Wine Yard is featuring these great micro wineries, and they're starting off with 4. We're going to taste one wine from each of those 4 wineries tonight. The first one, though, this is really a special situation. The Santa Rosa Junior College is always rated as one of the top junior colleges in California, an amazing in the nation, yes. An amazing institution. Along with that, the agricultural programs, the culinary programs at the Santa Rosa Junior College are fantastic. And what they have a farm out in the Russian River Valley here that is unbelievable. It is kind of epic that this thing. Every time I go out there. So Chris works out there. He's also the winemaker. They have vineyards. They make wine. So there's a ton out there, but. Tell us a little bit about Schoen Farms.
It's an incredibly diverse property. We have 365 acres, which for a junior college is just unheard of. Right. It's very diverse. We have forest, we have pasture where we raise grass-fed beef and lamb. We have our equine program. We have the vineyards, we have the winery, we have a culinary kitchen. We're doing lots of fun things out there, and so it's a very exciting place to work.
All right, it looks like Colin's got a question from one of our bloggers.
Hi everyone, I'm off camera as usual, and My Vine Spot wants to know what's the production level of the Sauv Blanc, and they wanted to make sure that everyone got the 2010 Sauv Blanc.
Yes, we do have the 2010 Sauv Blanc. We made about 60 cases. So our entire production is 300 cases at this point, so 60 cases is actually a big lot for us. And in many wineries, that would be considered a ridiculously small lot. But for us, it is a big lot, and hopefully with the Wine Yard here, we'll be growing that label up very rapidly.
So tell us a little bit about this Sauv Blanc.
Well, this Sauv Blanc it has bright acidity. It's kind of a New Zealand style, but not too heavy on the grass, not getting much at all of that cat spray character that turns people off so badly because cat spray. But it's very refreshing, especially on a nice summer day. If you're having barbecue, picnic, this just cuts through everything. It's a very refreshing wine.
Well, for me, it was a great way to start off the party because, again, as you said, it's got really nice, crisp acidity, really beautiful. But I love it's got this wonderful minerality that you don't get in a lot of California Sauvignon Blancs.
Mm-hmm. And I think that just comes down to Schoen Farm, where it's grown. The lot size is so small that I actually have to barrel ferment this. I can't tank ferment it because it is so small. And so just use neutral barrels, and it turns out great.
It turns out great.
Keep it going.
Looks like we got another question.
I can't say the word that they're using, but Wine Reviews started off with lots of oxypyrazines bum rushing me on this one, and they're all agreeing, whatever that means.
That's the real Sauv Blanc character. I mean,
okay.
the kind, it's hard to describe otherwise. I mean, you get into the grassiness, and if you have too much of it, you can get into the cat spray. But I think that this just has a great balance of fruit and grass.
What is the price point on this wine?
$20.
20.
Yes.
Yeah. See, he doesn't buy it.
And what is the sugar level that it's harvested at?
Sugar level on this, that was, I believe this was at 22.
So you're picking a little earlier than some people
and that's what you do with Sauvignon Blanc. You want to pick it on the less ripe side to really accentuate that grassy character.
Very nice. How are we doing on time?
We're doing great. We're at 6:11, and we just finally heard from Wine Wonquette and Houston Wino. They decided that with pork and shrimp wontons, this Sauv Blanc is a delicious pairing.
Beautiful.
Sounds great.
Beautiful. Well, Chef Josh has laid out quite a spread here tonight, and there are some really, really great pairings going on with the wines. Not specifically, so we have to experiment. We have to move from dish to dish and taste and discover our favorites.
Oh, darn.
So how involved are the students in the operation of the whole Schoen Farm winery, the vineyard, winery, sales, marketing, etc.? So if you could talk a little bit about that involvement.
Okay.
Great question.
The vineyards are actually commercially managed. The students do have a what we call our A to Z block that has grape varieties from Albarino to Zinfandel. So they are totally involved in that one. And they actually prune and harvest the Zinfandel vineyard, which is not on Schoen Farm property. It's actually, we don't grow Zinfandel there, so we go off-site for that. So they are involved in that vineyard. As far as the winemaking, I call all the shots. I'm the winemaker for the winery. I include the students as much as I can. It's hard to get the schedules to mesh together, but the students are great volunteers. Whenever I send out an email blast saying I need some help, I get tons of students showing up, and so I try to put them to work as best as I can and get them to really get their hands dirty, because that's part of my education that was lacking back when I went to the JC and then on to Davis. I didn't get any hands-on training, so now we're actually doing hands-on training with commercial grade equipment, and so they know how to run this stuff. And I include them in the wine analysis. The bottling, absolutely, they get involved in that, and as much as I can in between those two.
Well, I understand too that some of your business students taking business classes and stuff get involved in the marketing.
Yes, Elizabeth Slater's class on social media and Marie Gewurz's class also participated in this. And the label itself was designed by the label and the logo was designed by a student in the applied graphics class. So they took it on as a class project, had a competition. This was the winner here. So, you know, it's really as creative as we want to get as far as involving the students.
Well, that's such an amazing program. Oh.
We have time for the last 2 questions. We have 2 minutes. They want to know, what else do you produce at the winery, and what drove your decision to make a New Zealand style sour?
Okay, what else do we produce? We also produce a Chardonnay, a Syrah Rosé, a Pinot Noir, a Zinfandel, and a Red Syrah. The New Zealand style, really, the grapes drove that decision, and I really like this style. I didn't want to make pick the grapes a little later and make it into more a Chardonnay style Sauvignon Blanc. I really wanted to have that aggressive style in there because I think that's what the grapes want to do. I mean, that's what the appellation's doing, so let's not try to change it into something it isn't. Let it really come out and just express itself.
Well, I think it's a beautiful wine. Do we have one more question?
New Zealand style over California style.
Yeah.
I just prefer that. So, and the as the winemaker, you wind up drinking a lot of your own wine, so you definitely make something that you want to drink. And it is selfish, but it's the reality of it too.
I told you he wasn't paying for this stuff. No, what an amazing program, the Santa Rosa Junior College. Check out Schoen Farm. We're going to push some links up there for you. One of the big news is that with Rootstock, the Rootstock Festival, the great gastronomic wine, street food, and music festival, will be back here at Santa Rosa Vintners Square, July 21st. And this year, because of Schoen Farm Winery coming in here, the Schoen Farm Foundation is going to be our charitable beneficiary and partner on the event. So those who are going to travel out this summer, you should try and plan around that July 21st weekend and come out, taste Chris's wines, learn more about what the junior college is doing here, and you're coming to Sonoma County, so it's all good.
And it's a great event. I worked it last year. Fantastic event. So good job, Joel.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.